Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something slightly timely right now with Ramadan going on for a lot of Muslims and myself is quite important. It's the topic of zakat, but I just want to go over what everyone usually already knows that you pay zakat on crypto 2.5%, etc. There's actually a big misconception in the Muslim community, in my opinion, from what I've seen. Pretty much a lot of people are just saying pay 2.5% on the whole stack, including your NFTs, and that's basically done. But recently I came across some information which I want to talk about basically in this video, and to show you why that's actually wrong and why it actually makes sense. Because I went through the information and it actually does make sense to the new way of doing it. So that's why I want to talk about this video. So for people that don't know what zakat is, if you're non-Muslim, etc., it just basically means it's a type of charity which is a part of one of the pillars of Islam, and it's basically quite important for Muslims. We do it once a year. I'll leave this link in the description. So previously what people have basically said is just pay 2.5%, treat it like gold. But this actually doesn't make sense if you think about it, because we know different cryptocurrencies, they basically work in a different function, right? So this is the video I'm referring to. So I've watched a video by Islamic finance guru. There's two of these videos. This one mainly is the one. So Mufti Faraz Adam, he's quite well respected in the space in Islamic finance generally, and he's also got some academic papers on Bitcoin. It's actually one of the ones that I read earlier on that had some actually nuance and understood compared to a lot of other papers that I read. And he's actually very reputable. So if you go on his LinkedIn, you can see his line of work. He actually worked for Algorand as well. He's part of the National Zakat Foundation. He done some Islamic work for Algorand, and he's generally very reputable. He studied in Leicester. He done his Alamiya course in Leicester, I believe, and then he done his Iftar course, which is the higher level of jurisprudence in South Africa. And so, like I said, I'll leave these links in the description if you want to see. He's also part of Yaqeen Institute, which is Umar Suleiman's company or institution. If you go into about, and then you go into team, I believe it's in about team. But yeah, you're kidding, Chichu. I'll leave this here anyway. But and also if you're going to, so right now he's currently part of Amanah Advisors, which is basically a company that advises different about Islamic finance, basically, to different institutions, etc. And they've worked with like different people in the past, and they've got basically a very good reputation. So I'm not talking about any fugazi guy or any random person talking about, because I know Muslims take this stuff very seriously, like where you get your information from, etc. So he's very reputable, very reliable. Basically what he says is, if you're trading, whatever you're trading, your trading stack, regardless of what token it is, there's going to be that whole stack is zakatable, right? So let's say you got a 10k portfolio, 5k is you're trading with 5k, that whole 5k is going to be zakatable, okay? 2.5% on that 5k. Now the other 5k of the tokens, the one you're not trading, it will depend on what kind of token it is. So long-term holds basically depend. So he basically says that if it's a payment token like Bitcoin, for example, there's going to be zakat on it, okay? Because obviously payment tokens are like cash, and in normal zakat regulation, you pay zakat on cash tokens, right? And then also he says, depending on what kind of token it is, it might be different. So for example, Ethereum is for smart contracts, and basically is to build a decentralized world and smart contract. It's not something like, for example, Ethereum doesn't represent, you can make an argument about payment, etc., but Ethereum, the decentralized nature of it, and the actual utility of the token, the governance, etc., is not something typically you give zakat on. For example, like BTC, it acts like cash, or for example stable coins, it acts like cash, right? And cash, you do give zakat on it, right? So that's what he was saying, long-term currency. So this is actually by his company as well, Amanah Advisors. It's infographic, someone sent it to me, I just uploaded on this website. So so I can share with you easily. So basically, so short-term holds, long story short, short-term holds. If you're buying and selling, there's 2.5% on the whole stack. Whatever you buying and selling. Now, long-term, it depends on the type of cryptocurrency. If it's governance tokens, security tokens, utility token, asset-backed tokens, it depends. Now, which coin is what? I could do a separate video on that. If you guys are interested, let me know. I could do a separate video of what I think is asset backed, etc. But I would say right off the bat, all layer ones like Ethereum, etc. Apart from BTC, they will probably come under the non-zakat category because they all like have smart contracts and you need them for gas, etc. But all stable coins and BTC would be zakatable because they act like cash. So that's just right off the bat. But if you want me to go into the specific coins, like top 100 coins, let me know. I'll do a separate video on that. So here you can see, so that's some cryptocurrencies. Now, if you want to know about NFTs, so NFTs, I've done some research on that. This also previously people thought just paid 2.5% on what it's worth, but here is similar. So it says things zakat is only due for on a collection that is bought on the intention on reselling short term. Okay, and here it talks about, he says it again. So for example, if you got like a ENS name like I have, or different NFTs, right, you're just holding them, you're not really like trying to trade them, they are not zakatable. Now obviously some NFTs could be haram, but that's a different subject. That's like having haram tokens altogether. So that's it, guys. So I just wanted to kind of clear that misconception up. It's not 2.5% on the whole stack. Now obviously if you want to be on the safe side, and pay 2.5% on the whole stack of your cryptocurrency, go ahead. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, and you know, you get more reward, whatnot, and etc. But I do believe that this conversation needs to be had, and I think we need to get more nuanced about it. The more people get into crypto, we're going to have to get more nuanced about how zakat works, etc. And so I'm glad that he's done this, because it also makes sense to me, because if a token not representing something that typically you don't pay zakat on, then that shouldn't be zakatable, because there's no new category that Islam is saying. If there's a new category that, you know, XYZ, you'd have to pay zakat on it. There's already predefined things that you pay zakat on, right? And so if it represents one of those or is similar to one of those, then it makes sense to pay zakat on that. Otherwise, you know, you shouldn't have to pay zakat on it, like Ethereum basically. And so I hope you enjoyed that video. Hope I clear some misconception. Like I said, if you guys want me to go over like the top 100 coins and telling you what category it fits under, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.